Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Thursday, February 5th, 2015. It is going to be a very, very cold day by the time we get to this afternoon. But this morning, well, it feels absolutely beautiful out. I mean, you have temperatures in the mid to upper 30s along the coast, even 40 degrees in Atlantic City. However, as you head towards the interior, temperatures are crashing through the mid to upper 20s. Something's happening here, huh? Yes, an Arctic cold front is moving through, and that Arctic cold front will produce some snow, dusting to maybe an inch at most. But the main impact is going to be the crashing temperatures and the strong northwesterly winds, creating wind chills in the single digits by this afternoon and well below zero by the time we get to tomorrow morning. Now, we'll have lows tomorrow morning in the single digits with winds around 10 to 20 miles per hour. I think you can put together that bad combination where you have temperatures feeling like they're well below zero throughout the region. So enjoy this morning's warm temperatures relatively, because from here on out temperatures crash, and they crash significantly. Then we have a setup for this upcoming weekend that we need to touch on. So on the surface map, you can see our Arctic cold front approaching the region with, again, a few scattered snow showers. Then our Arctic high pressure will be in control for this evening. So the evening rush hour will be fine and on through Saturday. And then again on Sunday, this Arctic cold front is going to be something to watch. Now on the radar, you can pretty much see here the snow showers here are broken, they're light, they're not really producing a significant amount of snow. You're probably looking towards the southeast coast and seeing all this moisture here. Luckily, the timing was just right to keep the majority of this moisture that is off the southeast coast over the Atlantic Ocean. It's just a matter of timing. I'll show you in the water vapor satellite picture how close we were to a major, significant winter storm. But luckily, we're not going to see that, as all this moisture will remain off the New Jersey coast and well out over the Atlantic. And you can see on the water vapor satellite picture, here's our subtropical disturbance with a ton of moisture. And here comes our Arctic disturbance diving through the Ohio River Valley. Now, if this was slightly slower, just a little bit slower, this could have been a major, major winter storm. We're talking about easily snowfall in the feet, because you have temperatures crashing through the 20s and then a ton of moisture moving up the coast at the same time, leading to high snow ratios. But luckily, because the timing was off just a little bit, we're not going to see that storm. It's going to remain out in the Atlantic. Although we do have some nice blocking here that will be key to watch as we move forward for this upcoming weekend. Then our Arctic cold front dives south. Watch this for Sunday. And then we have a series of disturbances moving along the Arctic cold front. Now, let's talk about this upcoming weekend. We're going to use the GFS model guidance. We can also use the European model guidance. They're pretty much on the same path here. The Canadian model guidance I kind of threw out because it was just too extreme and really wasn't supported by any of the ensemble model guidance at all. And overall, the solution, a very warm solution, didn't make much physical sense. We'll watch it, but it just doesn't make any physical sense. So here we are for this afternoon. That cold front moves through, snow showers in the morning, crashing temperatures throughout the rest of the day. You're pretty much seeing your high temperature today. By this afternoon, we'll have temperatures in the 20s, and by tomorrow morning, temperatures will range from the single digits below zero to single digits above zero, with a nice northwesterly wind. That, of course, is going to feel rather raw out and rather uncomfortable out for tomorrow morning. So if you are going to be outdoors, please bundle up for this evening and for tomorrow. High pressure will be in control for tomorrow, with high temperatures rebounding into the upper teens to lower 20s over the interior and mid 20s along the coast. That high pressure system will exit off the East Coast on Saturday, with a southwesterly wind leading to some warmer temperatures. Looking on Saturday with low temperatures in the lower to mid teens over the interior and upper teens to lower 20s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower to mid 30s throughout the region. And then we have an Arctic cold front moves through. Now, this article front's going to be very interesting for Saturday night on through Tuesday. I want to be very clear here. This is not a blizzard, a blockbuster, historic storm, or any of this other nonsense that you're seeing on social media. What's basically happening here is we have an Arctic cold front that dives south, okay? Now, this Arctic cold front's running into some moisture over the northern mid-Atlantic. I want to point out something very important. See all this dry air here? The Gulf of Mexico is closed down for business, okay? If we were going to have a major blockbuster storm and feet of snow, as some, let's just say, websites are suggesting, this would have to have a lot of green coming out of it. But what we have here is a lot of dry air along the Gulf Coast. So what we're dealing with is an Arctic cold front that's pressing south that is drawing some moisture in via some weak low pressure systems along that Arctic cold front. So you have your cold air pressed to the south, and you get these periods of light snow. Now, because it's several days, it's not just one day, the snowfall adds up. You have temperatures around 29 degrees, low temperatures in the lower 20s, some light snow. It's very easy over the span of 3 days to end up with 6 to 8 inches of snow, or 3 to 6 inches of snow in the Philadelphia metro, something in that ballpark. Now, it's a little bit too early to put out snow maps at this time, but I just kind of want to make it very clear here. This isn't a major heavy precipitation event. It's a long duration precipitation event. So you get 2 inches one day, 2 inches another day, and you can see how it starts to add up. Before you know it, by the time you get to Tuesday, you have 8 inches on the ground of snow that has been falling lightly but steadily over the span of 3 or 4 days. So that is pretty much what we're dealing with here. Not a major blockbuster storm or anything of that nature. Now, one thing we will be watching for on Tuesday, as this trough moves off the East Coast, is the potential for it to go what's called negative tilt that could enhance the snowfall a bit along the coast. That's one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on moving forward. Right now, this looks light. Looks like it's an overall progressive pattern in terms of not allowing any one low pressure system to just stop, stall, and intensify, because we have a lot of disturbances coming off the west coast. So again, this looks like a period from basically Sunday on through Tuesday, where temperatures range from the mid-teens to lower 20s for lows, high temperatures in the lower to mid-20s over the interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast, with periods of snow for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Generally light in nature, with snowfall accumulations over time significant. What I mean by significant, anything over 4 inches that could close a school down is considered significant. But again, this is over a 3-day period, not over a 12-hour period. So yes, it looks like, based on most of them all guidance, they're spitting out anywhere from 6 to 10 inches in the New York City metro, 10 to 12 inches further north towards the Hudson River Valley and over much of Connecticut. And then as you head down towards Philadelphia, anywhere from that 2 to 5 inch ballpark with this setup. So we'll watch it. We'll see how it evolves. But this isn't, a blockbuster shut down the city type of event here. Again, one thing that would change my mind on that is if, let's say, on Monday, on Sunday night and Monday, if I had a nice jet of moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico to really enhance this precipitation, totally different story. But as you can see down here, really, that's dry air. And not exactly the ingredient you would look for a blockbuster snow event. So we'll clearly watch this and see how it evolves over the next several days. And then by Tuesday night into Wednesday, high pressure will be in control. We'll wait for another clipper to approach by Wednesday night. Temperatures ranging from the lower to mid-teens for lows, high temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather.com. at Twitter, Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and please stay safe out there. And stay away from the snow map generated model guidance.